Nothing just happens. If it's going to be in 2025, it's up to you. Hello, my friend. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm excited that you have stopped by to watch my video, so thank you so much for stopping by. And if this is your first time, on this channel, I share with you the information and the inspiration that you need to overcome adversity. In this month, I've been speaking on making this year 2025 count. I've done 2 previous videos where I talked to you about the need to review previous year, the need to have a vision. And then in the last video, I talked to you about the step-by-step guide that you can take to create a vision if you don't already have one. So I'm sure by now your vision is created, you have written it down, and probably you have also created a vision board. So if you have come this far, congratulations. But if 2025 is to be, you have to be very intentional. And that is what I want to talk about today. So what does it mean to be intentional? To be intentional, number 1, you need to understand that nothing just happens. Each time you see something happening, there's something that has been done beneath that you are not seeing. Your career, your business, or even the goals that you have set for yourself this year are not just going to happen. You have a part to play. And then number 2, remember that because nothing just happens, you have to be very deliberate in pursuing your goals and making 2025 to count. In being deliberate, you don't wait for things to happen accidentally. You are not waiting to stumble into success this year because you know that that is not going to happen. You are not waiting for luck. You are making things happen. You set out with the intention to make things happen. So number 3, to be intentional means that you are going to consciously pursue your goals by following a layout plan. So if you have set goals, you have a vision for this year, you are going to have a plan on how to bring those visions come to pass. The vision is not just going to happen by itself. The goals are not just going to be achieved by themselves. You need a plan to make it work. And then when you have a plan, you are going to pursue that plan. You're going to follow carefully that plan to make it work. 𝗧𝗛𝗓 of blessed memory said, "Don't be a wandering generality. Be a meaningful specific." So if you want this year to count for you, and you want to be intentional in making that happen, you are going to have your goals and you're going to follow it carefully. Next week, I'm going to be talking more about how you can be a meaningful specific. But I want you to have it at the back of your mind that I'm not just going to go for anything that goes. I'm not going to allow myself to be swayed away from the vision I have for myself this year. I'm going to follow it carefully so that this year can count. That is what it means to be intentional. So if you've not yet laid out a plan on how you intend to bring your vision come to pass this year, then this is a time to do so. Sit down and begin to think and begin to plan how you can make those goals, those visions that you have for yourself this year to come to pass. And the 4th way that you can be intentional this year is not just sit back and hope that things work out for you. It's a natural human inclination to always hope that things will fall in place. And as a person of faith, I always pray that things fall in place. And as also someone who is very optimistic, I always hope that things fall in place. But I've realized that just waiting and hoping that things will fall in place, that your plans will happen for you, is not a strategy. I've heard it said that hope is not a strategy. So just hoping that this year will count, the desires that you have for this year will happen, will not make them just happen. You have a part to play. Yes, it's good to be optimistic. It's good to always hope for the best, and that is what I always do. But you have a part in making things happen for you this year. That is what it means to be intentional. It means that you are taking conscious steps in doing your own part so that things can work for you. If all that you are doing this year is just wishing and hoping that things will happen for you, it's not necessarily going to be that way. So there are 3 areas I want you to be intentional about this year. Number 1, be intentional about growth. Your personal growth is an investment in yourself. That is one area that I'm always very intentional about. I've already scheduled conferences that I'll be attending this year to further develop myself, to grow myself. I've already laid out books I want to read this year to grow myself. There are trainings that I'll be attending this year. And the purpose of all this is to make myself become better, make myself become bigger on the inside so that I'll be able to do more on the outside. So focus on your growth. The second area I want you to be very intentional about this year is in your actions, your daily actions. Be very intentional about how you use every minute, every hour of your day this year. It is the accumulation of your time in minutes, in seconds, in hours, in days that is going to make up or that is making up 2025. And at the end of the day, that is what is going to make it count. So be very intentional in the actions that you take. And also be very intentional in the company that you keep. I'm reminded of a proverb that says, if your 5 closest friends are millionaires, guess what? The 6th millionaire is about to be born. The people around you contribute greatly to the results that you will have this year. And if you are looking for a group of like-minded people who want to make this year count and to upscale their result, then I want to invite you to join me for my upcoming Growth Mastermind class starting on the 27th of January. For those of you that don't know, I'm a life coach and also a grief coach, and I'm a member of the Maxwell leadership team. So I have this mastermind class coming up that will teach you the principles, the laws to apply to make yourself grow and improve this year. And because it's a group of like-minded growth individuals, you have people that you'll be able to rub your minds together, that will challenge you, that will give you ideas on how you can make this year count. And then you also have people that will hold you accountable to the vision, the goals that you have set for yourself this year. So if this year is going to count, remember that it's up to you. I want to round up by giving us this quote. The quote is by Bruce Springsteen. He said, "A time comes when you need to stop waiting for the man you want to become and start being the man you want to be. That can only happen by becoming intentional." So I want to challenge you this year. Become intentional and make 2025 count. If this video has helped you and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button now and make sure to turn on the notification so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you again next week.